As far as we've gone through this unit, the United States has remained neutral to the events occurring in Europe. The United States will enter World War II due to attack on our own soil. There are a few reasons for this attack to happen. The first is that the United States is demanding Japan withdraw from China and Indonesia. Japan was attempting to take over these lands to increase their size and their influence on the Chinese areas. The second is that Japan believes that it is an easy win against the United States. They believe by using the tactic of surprise, they will be able to eliminate any issues amongst the Americans replying and attacking Japan back. The United States is also creating an oil embargo against Japan to hurt the Japanese economy. There will be a bombing at Pearl Harbor in which the Japanese will attack on December 7, 1941. They will attack the naval bases in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. On the day they attack, it is a beautiful Sunday morning, and there's not a cloud in the sky, and the sun is up shining brightly over the naval base. Japan will plan a 5-day attack, a 5-phase attack on the United States. They will use the time period between 7:50 a.m. and 10 a.m. in order to attack the United States and use the military tactic of surprise. After the attack happens, there are casualties. Japan has only 100 men that are dead, 29 planes that are lost, and 5 midget submarines. It is seen as a Japanese honor for your son to be killed in action. Oftentimes, when a Japanese fighter pilot believes there is no other recourse, there's no other place he needs to destroy, he will fly his plane into any military base, aircraft carrier, or ship in order to inflict the most damage. The United States will have over 2,000 servicemen killed, over 1,000 more wounded, and 68 civilians at Pearl Harbor. 188 ships are destroyed, along with 18 ships. These range from battleships to destroyers to aircraft carriers to just plain old boats. President Roosevelt will address the nation on the next day. He asked Congress to declare a war on Japan for these attacks on the United States. He delivers one of the most famous speeches in history, and I'm going to play a clip of that for you now.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific.
Because the United States will go to war, we will see the government create various types of propaganda in order to gain support. There are really 3 main reasons why we see propaganda developed. The first is investment. This is asking you to buy war bonds and spend your money in the economy by giving it to the American government so that they can build any necessary military equipment needed. The second is conservation. This is when we ask the American people to make sure that they use all the food that they are eating. We ask them to go meatless on certain days of the week, wheatless on certain days of the week, dairyless on certain days of the week, all so we can send our men overseas food. The last reason we see propaganda is because of production. The United States will use this as an opportunity to bring men and women to work and remove ourselves from the depression in which we are still in. Notice this piece of propaganda here. This is asking you to share your cars with your other American citizens. Again, we are asking you to do something because we don't want to have Hitler ride along with us in the United States because we're all by ourselves in our car. This piece of propaganda can be seen as conservationism because we're asking you to save gasoline so we can use it overseas. On our class site, you will notice a few different things. First, you'll notice under the title World War II Propaganda Project, there are various different types of propaganda that I have given you. This will allow you to view other pieces prior to completing the project that we will be working on. As you look through, you'll notice that many of these sometimes touch upon more than one reason why that the propaganda was created, and that's completely okay. What you're going to be doing is creating a World War II propaganda poster. You can create this poster on any software you choose. Please make sure that it's readable by either Adobe PDF or PowerPoint or something similar to that nature. This poster is going to be focusing on either conservationism, production, or investment. Please make sure your poster must be neat and visually appealing. The rubric for this poster is also listed on the resource page on our site. There's also on our resource page of our site different information to help you get started with your propaganda project. If you have any questions, please let me know.